Should so-called moderate Muslims be more concerned about young boys preparing to become suicide bombers than going after make-believe TV shows like Homeland? Something slipped past some of those of us who watched the latest episode who also don't read Arabic. Take a look at this scene.
You also don't.
Listen, if things get gnarly.
It was quick, but if you look closely, there was a message written on a wall next to the actors that said, "Homeland is racist," written in Arabic. 3 graffiti artists hired by the production company to help decorate the set are claiming responsibility. Maybe those guys should be a little more concerned about real-life videos like this.
يعني أنه يعني أرهب الأمريكان وقاتل الأمريكان. الواحد بيفكر لمستقبله. هلا أنا مثلا فكرت لمستقبلي راح تكون نهايته إنه يكون أنا خيواسي سعيد.
Dana, they want to be suicide bombers, killers for God.
So
that one was real. The
terrible, right? So Vice News does a lot of this, right? If you go and you check out, like, it's raw, it's well produced, and it's obviously very disturbing on that one. I would say, actually, though, you know, it was very subversive what the artists did with the graffiti. We could stand to do a little bit more of that in the Arab world too.
KJ, what do you think?
Wait, did you just call for graffiti?
Well,
subversive,
like propaganda, yeah.
Like,
Dana, sometimes you have such an edge to you. I'm really liking this.
Right.
Yeah,
you should
right?
do some tagging.
Oh my God, people would never suspect
I meant
her.
subversive communication.
Oh, okay. All right, we'd get her a spray can and put her in.
Instead, we apologize on
With like a little holster.
for the video.
Yeah.
$70,000.
Talk to us a little bit about that last video, that Vice video. With those are real babies wanting to be suicide.
Right. Nowadays, anybody who has, you know, a cell phone has the possibility that they could be radicalized. You can reach anybody with videos and social media, and the reach is far now with the availability and the ease of social media and technology and communications. And that's what we really have to start thinking about. And we heard the head of the FBI, Comey, talking about that as well. There's serious threats here as it relates to, you know, cyber terror. Against this country and radicalizing young people. And especially when you think about all of these refugees that have seen nothing but violence, they have been bred on it now. That's what they know. Seeing parents or family members killed, bombs, warfare, and then they glorify in their mind who's the hero, who's the one that stands up against it, somebody like ISIS.
Well, you know, Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra, and guess where their focus was? Our focus was right here in America.
Well, it's worse than this, I mean, because it's not just graffiti, it's textbooks. Textbooks that often demonize Jewish people, demonize Israel, demonize the United States, and they tell a different story. It's the history that we know here in the United States is not the history that they're being told about why there exists in Israel, for example, or why it is that the United States is a prosperous, powerful country. The idea that we work and earn and push our ideas and have democratic freedoms, that's not the story being told. So I think you have to tell that story. To me, it's tragic when you see kids like that subject to that kind of propaganda and proselytized, not for good and not for in terms of your aspirations and growing to be great people, but that you are to go out and destroy, not create. It is tragic, but again, it's not, though, Eric, about, I think, crushing these people, because I think it just feeds the martyrdom, the bitterness, the warfare.
I vehemently disagree. Number one, they do have aspirations, and that is to kill us and blow themselves up.
That's a negative. That's a negative.
That's true, but that's what they aspire to do.
Right.
Number one, if you're doing something about the IRA blowing up the British, you better use the Irish, all right? And I probably don't love it. I'm half Irish. That's not up to Homeland to skew reality. It's not Homeland's problem. They're doing Homeland Security. They're presenting drama the way we know it exists. Don't put a Russian there. You put an Islamic extremist. For moderate Muslims to get upset, I love what you guys have produced here in bringing up the El Nusra video from Vice Media, which took tremendous courage to get. This is why the Islamic State can't exist one more day. The longer they're allowed to flourish, the longer they look like the strong one, the longer they continue to breed these people.
What are you suggesting, though,
You
Brian?
have to start taking these people out in Raqqa and all
Islamic extremism.
Wipe out the Islamic State and let them know Al Qaeda and ISIS lost. No, there hasn't been an Islamic State for 1,500 years. The Islamic extremism is at an all-time high because we've allowed it to take root.
Let's just say you do and do the concerted effort, and you got ISIS, Islamic State, on the run. You don't think they're going to morph into...
Get them on the run.
ISIS
I don't want them
or...
celebrating their holidays and breeding schools and digging in and setting up infrastructure of a country because they're going to send these people to our shores. You
Brian,
put them on the run every single day.
100%. But we can complain about what's going on, but no one seems to want to provide a solution.
It doesn't matter.
Ryan does.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you got to take them out tomorrow. If something blows up in New York, you know where we're going? Raqqa. Then what are we waiting for? We knew to go after bin Laden as soon as they did 9/11. What were we waiting for?
Boots on the ground. American kids on the ground.
Begin to get targets. Let the special forces do it. Of course.
Okay.
Using special forces, but not the straw argument of 150,000 people going to march up like the Minutemen or the British in 1790.
Let me just say, this is madness. You just want to militarize. You want to send American soldiers.
I want to kill our enemy before they kill us.
And you know what? We'll lose more of our people.
How's it going now?
Madness is putting your head in the sand.
How's it
10
going
years,
now?
Brian? Just go and go.
More beheadings, more are coming to our shores.
Oh my gosh,
Go
that
ahead.
was unbelievable. I could have talked about that for 10 more minutes.
Right?
Well, she's rapping me.
I am
You want to say something more?
No, I'm going to save it for the commercial break.